Hello, this is Ben from InnerCircleAnalytics, and I wanted to quickly just give you a demonstration of how our report currently works. This is a work in progress. We'll keep adding things as time goes on and making this better and better. But for now, this is what we got, and I wanted to kind of just share with you quickly how you use it. So there's three tabs: player breakdown tab, the division scores tab, and the divisions by round tab. And each of these have a cell that is able to be edited, which is in gray. And basically, all you want to do is select this cell, and you can either choose from the drop down button, or you can start typing it in. So I'm just going to start typing in Matthew Oram, and you can click enter there. Now, this will pop up. Don't worry about that. Just click that off, and it may take a second or so to run. I'm doing a couple things on this computer, so it'll probably take a little bit longer. But as you can see here, the data has refreshed. So this is all of Matt's tournament data for the MVP Open in 2023. Gives you some interesting factoids. This is all basic stuff right here, just to confirm that is the correct information. So PDGA number, division, his current rating at the time of the tournament, the average round rating that he had, his total score, total par, and his total division rank for the tournament. And it's broken down by round here. So you can see each round rating at the top here. You can see where his round ranked in terms of the whole tournament. So in the first round, he had the best score. In the second round, he had the 38th best score, so on and so forth. Some other interesting things: these cells will highlight green or red depending on whether they were above or below par. If they were par, they'll just be white, so nothing to say there or to see there. But this just gives you at a glance. You can see where Matt birdied, where Matt bogeyed. The cells go a little darker depending on how high or above you went below. How much you went below or above par. So if you got an eagle, I believe these will go either dark green. I think it's dark green, and if it's albatross, which if that ever happens, I think it's blue. And these just get darker red. So if you see that, just that's why. And then down below here, you can see the average division rating here, or average division score. So for this round in the MPO division, the average score on this hole was 4.01. And here you can see just what the difference was, whether it was above or below. These will highlight green or red depending on how far away they are from par. So as you can see, this is 2.92 is pretty darn close to 3. So that's being considered more or less par, equivalent with par. And then you can see some of the green ones here. These played a little bit more significantly under par, and the ones in red here a little more significantly over par. So yeah, and then you can see his total round score, what the total round par was, and what the average par was for the division for that round, and so forth, so forth, so on and so forth. Sorry, I'm kind of ad hocing this here, so if it sounds a little chaotic, I apologize. So that's more or less the player breakdown. And of course, you don't have to, you can select whatever player you want. If you click this drop down, you can scroll and find somebody else that you might want to take a look at. So we'll just look at Sarah Hokum for a second. And there you go, populates, shows you the FPO division, all of that information that we had just talked about. So you can kind of quickly see players and how they did. But if you want to look at the divisions overall, here we see the whole MPO division. In this tournament, there are only two, MPO and FPO, and you can see how each person did each round. So they're ordered by where they placed. Now, I will just say right now, it doesn't include tiebreakers or anything like that. So if you might see two people tied for first or something like that. Obviously, in tournaments, there's usually a tiebreaker. But for the purposes of this report, they might be tied. It's just the overall play for the rounds. So again, same sort of thing. The better rounds will be darker green. The worst rounds will be darker red, and you can kind of scroll down and see how everybody did, and you can kind of see which rounds people may have done them in. So for Aaron Gossage, you can see that first round he had a rough round, even though he came in second. It wasn't if he'd done a little better in that first round, might have gotten first. So just kind of helps you break down, where people went wrong or whatever. And then again, you can switch between divisions up here, switch from MPO to FPO in this regard. But yeah, all of divisions should be up here. And then lastly, you have divisions by round. This is just kind of showing you round by round what the averages were. It's actually very similar to the what was in the player breakdown right around here, but instead you get to see all of the divisions at once per round. So you can kind of see where each division struggled or excelled on each hole. You can also, of course, click up here to change the round number. So this is the second round. That's there. That's not correct. If you sometimes it does that. It might revert back. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Just go back. This is the third round, and up here. That's annoying. Sorry, having a little glitch here. Of course, this is a really good thing to have here. All right, and then there's the fourth round. So that's basically it. Now, don't worry if you should mess anything up. So let's just say like you accidentally were just not paying attention, you accidentally delete all of this. Don't worry about it. Just refresh the data. If you do have any problems with the spreadsheet at all, just try refreshing the sheet. It should do the trick of getting all of the information back the way it was. So I know this is kind of like a sloppy video. Maybe I'll get a little more of a pristine one later on, and I'll hopefully try to figure out why I'm having some little glitches here and there. But like I said, if you have any issues, you can either try refreshing it, or if you have any other noticeable errors or anything like that, feel free to contact me at InnerCircleAnalytics@protonmail.com, and I'll be happy to address any issues. Also, if you want this for your tournament, please, by all means, get in touch with me. We can discuss pricing and all that stuff pretty early on. So just trying to get our feet wet. And so pricing is pretty reasonable right now, I believe. So anyway, hope to hear from somebody soon. Hopefully this is interesting enough to, garner somebody's attention and interest. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.